Hello, folks. So you probably recognize the voice as Black Fox Kitsune. It's come to my attention that we need to make a bit of a video about the rules that we use on our streams. Now, this is both because people don't read them, so this is to make it easy for you guys that don't have the time of day to read them, and to make it for those who may not be able to read them because of visual impairments and so on. So this has been made with you in mind to make life a little easier for you, so we can put this on our streams. So as you can see here, the rules of our stream. So the quick version is say hi in chat. We do this because it helps our algorithm, so please do drop by even if you only intend to lurk, and drop a hi. Backseat gaming is allowed on most streams, so do make sure you check with the host. Some hosts don't like backseat gaming. Me, Grimsy, and Ojin do, because we see it as a viewer interaction, and well, it allows us to actually get through the game. You guys can help us complete games or completely fluff our games up for the fun of it. Please do try to keep this a child-friendly space. Although we do tag all of our streams and videos as 18 plus, we do expect a level of decorum. So even though we are tagged up as 18 plus a lot of the time, please do keep within the TOS of our streaming platforms. Most of them are about PG-13. So please keep it a child-friendly space. Then we have, please speak up on tech issues. Now, we ask this because we are heavily reliant on you guys to tell us if there is a tech issue. We can't always hear them. To us, it might be 100% fine, but to you, you might not be able to hear our voice. You might not be able to hear the background music. You might not be able to hear the game or something else that we ourselves cannot see or hear. So we do ask that you speak up so we can fix it. Play nice. Now, this was rather, self-explanatory. It means please be respectful to other members of the community. Please do not harass, bully, or discriminate against anyone. It will not be tolerated here. No self-promotion without consent. Now, this is in large an attack on the bots, really. We have a lot of bots that like to pop around, and we call them scam bots because they're generally run by scammers who will promote links and stuff that will take you to dodgy sites that might infect your computer with viruses or hack your personal information and a whole host of other things. So please do clear with the host at the time if it's okay for you to self-promote. They may actually say that you can. Most of the time we will actually just give you a shout out to promote you anyway, but yeah, please do ask before promoting yourselves on our channel. Please do not post personal details. Protect against ID theft. I mean, that is a little bit self-explanatory. Please just be careful with your private information. Protect yourself. Some people don't like to have their IRL identity and their stream identity is the same thing. Unfortunately, Facebook makes that near impossible with their forcing of real names. So please be careful with your information. You don't know who you're giving it to, and it could easily be a scam artist that gets a hold of it, at which case you could literally lose everything, and I do mean everything. So please do be careful about your ID and all your other personal information. No abuse of any kind. Now, the elaborated one actually does go into this. There are two pet peeves in my life. One is child abuse, two is animal abuse. So I don't condone or brook the deliberate abuse of animals, children, or even adults. So to that end, I strongly advise that you keep our channels free of anything that encourages such levels of evil. Thank you. Be mindful of hot topics. Now, this is literally everything that causes a, shall we call it, a passionate reaction in people. So politics, religion, identity politics, all that kind of thing. Unless we're already having a civil discussion about it, try not to mention it too much. It's not an outright ban on it. We're saying be mindful of it, be careful. Try to be respectful with these topics. Generally, I actually do say let's just keep politics out of our streams altogether if we can, because we're all here to enjoy it at the end of the day. But sometimes things do need to be talked about, and I'm okay with that as long as you stay civil. And most of us are okay with that as long as you stay civil. But if it starts drifting into hate speech or people deliberately being offended for the sake of being offended, then we're going to start handing out bans. Now, this is a new one to the rules, and I'm sad that I even have to add it. Leave your drama at the door. Now, beforehand, I used to allow people to talk about whatever when it came to this stuff on my channels, but in recent weeks, unfortunately, we've had the occasional member that has come in, and now I'm just going to use a non-dom example here. Let's say someone had a relationship breakup 3-4 years ago, and they're still rehashing that drama of it. And don't get me wrong, it's painful and it's horrible, and they need to talk about it, obviously. But they're rehashing it like it happened 5 minutes ago, constantly, never ending. They're not coming out of the cycle, and they're using your streams to then put it all over your chat. And this is them making it so that you can't publish your VODs. You can't publish them on YouTube later for people to catch up on, because it's become of a nature where you can't, because it's now bringing in personal details. It's causing what you might actually be called libel and slander, depending on if you've written it or spoken it. And I'm going to have to ask that people leave this drama at the door. Okay, we're not here to gang up on anybody. I don't condone ganging up and cancel culture at all. So please leave it at the door. Do not come here if you're easily offended, because I don't have time to baby people that want to act like children every time they hear a word they don't like. Don't bring your IRL drama into our chat. It brings down the mood of the drama. So try and keep the chat topic relevant. Now, by topic relevant, the nature of stream chats is that they do keep moving. I mean, the topic that the stream is actually on, or the people are talking about at the time, don't keep bringing it down with real life drama. We do actually have a dedicated server on Discord for people to have a space to talk about their issues. It is called the Sanctuary. It is in the Lonewolf Clan all-in-one list. So please, if you need to talk, please, just say, I need to talk, can we go here? And then mention the Sanctuary, because this is a space for you to talk about things, get them off your chest, help you process them. There's no trained counsellors there, unfortunately. It's just a space to talk safely. Now, if you just need to rant, then yeah, it's a great place, because you can rant and then delete it. So, please do consider that, because, we're not wanting to put our problems onto everyone all of the time. It gets depressing and it brings everybody else down, and it makes the mood of the chat depressing and unfun for everyone, which is not what we want here. We're about having 5 minutes of peace and quiet and fun for everyone on the stream. So please leave your drama at the door. Also, if anyone is found breaking these rules, please do report them to our admin, and also, take the time to report them to the various platforms that we may be streaming on. But make sure you report that user, not the streamer. We've had mistakes in the past where people have reported the streamer because of a user in the chat. So please report the user that is making the inappropriate content. So you just click over their names and you flag the user, and then it tells you how to report and what you need to report. So do that. We do try to keep on top of the inappropriate content. I have actually upgraded the mod bots to be a bit more stringent. So I'm sorry, people, but freedom of speech has had to be limited on my channels and the Lonewolf Clan channel because of certain cuss words and certain offensive terms that we don't tolerate, because they're part of the whole harassment rule. We have now added them all to the chat filters, so our auto bots will pick them up. So please be mindful, folks. I mean, we're only asking you to follow these rules. I'm sorry this video's even taken this long, but, if you can't bring yourself to read the rules, which are in the about panels on our stream things, they're also the quick version that pops up on the chat in most cases. But do remember to check out the about panels on any of the streams on Twitch. So, the rules are there. I've given you the quick version on screen here. I am literally reading the elaborated rules, but I won't bother reading all of them because, well, they are long-winded. They are elaborated, and I've elaborated in summarized form for you. So please be aware of our rules. Please try to stay within them. We're asking you to be decent human beings. That's pretty much all we're asking. Okay, thanks for listening, and may everyone have fun.